Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Candice, and if you're new here, thank you for clicking. I'm new here too. Today is gonna be my first budget with me video, and we are working in the month of March. So a little bit about me before we get into the budget. I am a mom in my mid-30s. Last October, I left my job, and I had been at that job for over 13 years. And I left for many reasons that we can get into in future videos as well. But I left that job, and at that job, I was bringing home at least 3 times as much as I'm bringing home now. So that's another reason why I wanted to document my financial progress, I guess you could say now, because I watch a lot of these budget with me videos and cash stuffing videos, which I do want to try and do too. I've never done the cash envelope system, but I think that would be interesting to do, just to physically see how much money I am spending on a lower income, because prior to this, I would just swipe my card, and I'm still in the habit of just swiping without even thinking that I won't have enough money at the end of the month to pay off that credit card. So a couple times that has happened. So I swipe all month, and then at the end of the month, I don't have enough to pay the entire balance, which I prefer to do that at the end of every month. I prefer to pay the entire balance because I don't want to pay interest on that card. But now I'm learning quickly that I'm just in the habit of swiping, and I'm not conscious about actually how much money I'm spending. So I think cash stuffing videos will also be in the future, but for now, I just wanted you folks to know a little bit about my background. So let me try and zoom in. Okay, I hope you can see that. Okay, so we are working this is March budget, and then my first main income is usually around the same, and I only get paid once a month, so it's usually around $1,800 once a month. But right now, this month, it was about $1,870. So income 1,870. And then the second income, so my partner Jay, he gets a check for this is separate from his paycheck. It's like a check they reimburse him for using his personal cell phone and using his personal vehicle for work. So he gets a separate check. Normally he'll just give me that check to cash because I do most of the grocery shopping for the household. So this month it was $233.59. So my budget for March is $2,103.59. Okay, so let's go into my fixed expenses. Like I said, I am in a relationship. I can go into a future video about how we split up our bills. Basically, what we do is it's like 80-20. So he pays 80% and I'll pay 20% of whatever. Okay, so these are normally around how much our fixed expenses are, our shared ones. But I budget about 20% for most of them. And what I budget, I throw into a shared account. We will pay our shared expenses from that account. So $280 for the mortgage payment. Electric, I'm budgeting $20. So trash right now, it is a shared expense. We will start paying that bill through the shared account, but for now I pay it, and that's $23 a month. Right now Jay is covering all of our cell phone and just cell phone. Oh, that's what I'm missing. I'm missing internet, I believe, here. So right now he just has our cell phone bills coming out of automatically coming out of his account, but we're gonna change that. And then right now he is also paying all of the vehicle insurances. And just so you guys know, so he is insuring 3 vehicles. So I have 2 vehicles. One of them, I bought that with cash a few years ago, and then I had a few family members who needed help. So I told them, okay, well, you know, you can use this car. The plan essentially was that I was gonna essentially give them the car, like sign over the car and everything to them, because they needed help financially. But you know, when money and family is involved, there's always drama, always. So anyways, long story short, they returned the car to me. So now, and the whole time the family had been using, these family members have been using that car, Jay had been paying the insurance on it. So he just has our vehicle insurances coming out of his account automatically, but we're gonna change that. And I need to decide what I'm doing with that cash car now, because at the time I was completely debt free. I bought that car, and that was my main thing. I wanted to buy a car with cash so that I wouldn't have a car loan. But you know, when the family needed help, decided to get a newer vehicle, so then now I have a car loan, and which is this here. So anyways, I have 2 vehicles. Jay has 1 vehicle, and he is paying for the insurance on all 3 as of right now. Gym, this is a shared expense. It's $73.60 a month, and that's for our whole family. And this is coming out of my account right now. So I'm just gonna leave it like this for now, but this will also be getting paid through the shared account. This car loan is for my vehicle, so this is completely my own. Internet, I'm not sure how much for sure, but I'll just say right now it's $100 a month, and I'll budget for $20. So I just wanted to highlight our shared expenses, and this is what we're planning to, once we set up our shared account, we're planning to have these just auto pay out of that shared account. Okay, so the total I'm budgeting this month for fixed expenses is $952.60. So let's move over to my variable expenses. Okay, so for variable, I have my fuel for my vehicle, which I'm gonna budget, I wanna say $80 a month. Car maintenance, groceries, dining out, pets. This is Mila. Medical. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna, and some of these I wanna, and that's another reason I wanna do like cash envelope system, like for specifically groceries. So I wanna do sinking funds for other things such as medical and Mila. Medical, Mila, and pets, and car maintenance would be like my sinking funds, and then fuel, groceries, and dining out would be like my cash envelope, and I would do that weekly. So for car maintenance, I want to do for the month, put aside $100, and then groceries, I want to do like $100 a week on groceries, so that's $400 for the month. Dining out, I would say maybe $40 a week. That's $160 for the month. Pets, I want to put aside $100 for the month, and that's, so we have 2 pets. We have a corgi mix, and he is a rescue dog, and we have my daughter's Quaker parrot. So for pets, it's basically their food, but also grooming. I take him to be groomed once every 3 months, and then in between those I just give him a bath at home. So I will budget for $100 a month. And then Mila, this is including like any clothes that she may need, any school expenses, and extracurricular activities. Like for example, February, I signed her up for swim lessons. So stuff like that would go under Mila. So for now, I'm gonna budget, I'll say $100 for the month, and we can adjust later. Oh, and medical is another thing. I just took Mila to the dentist, what was it, last week? And I spent, so her dad doesn't pay any child support to me to help with her expenses or anything. And that was part of the agreement we had when we divorced, was that he didn't want to pay any child support. So the job I had previously, it covered Mila's medical 100%. And since leaving that job, like one of the things I had to do to prepare was to prepare medical insurance for her. And I had reached out to her dad and I said, hey, I'm thinking, and he's known, like since we were married, the entire marriage, he knew I was unhappy in that job. So I said, I'm getting ready to leave. Like I want to leave the job. I'm gonna need your help with Mila's medical. So he ended up putting her under his medical at his job. Anyways, I took her to the dentist for the first time on his medical, and I'm just used to my medical that I had previously just covering everything 100% for her. So I took her to the dentist, and I think she had like one cavity, and they wanted to pull a few teeth. I think they pulled two. Yeah, they pulled two teeth because it was crowding. Her adult teeth were coming in, and it was just, her mouth was getting overcrowded. So they filled one cavity and pulled two teeth, and even with his medical, I still paid like close to $100 just out of pocket just for that appointment. So I do need to start budgeting for medical, which that I'm not used to. But for now, let's just say medical, and this is for Mila, we will put aside $100. So let's see where we are. So $1,040. Okay, so I think this is right. So I do have to move money around, and I'm not gonna do that in this video. I really just want to do like the initial budget with me at the beginning of the month. So this is my plan. I want to do the initial like unfiltered budget with me at the beginning of the month, and then as the month progresses, like at the beginning of the month, I know where, at least I know, whether I need to, what I need to do. Like I need to make this much more money, or I need to spend less in these categories. But for now, like the budget with me is gonna be completely like, okay, this is how much I want to budget, but then throughout the month, and then at the end of the month, we'll do like a recap. But so I just want to show where I'm sitting at right now. So for the month of March, I am planning to have $2,103.59 come in as my income. I'm planning to have to spend $9.52.60 on fixed expenses, and then I'm planning to put aside $1,040 for variable expenses. So as of right now, I have $110.99 that can go towards debt and savings. Throughout the month, I'm gonna have to come in under budget for these, because these are, fixed. Basically, these are fixed expenses. But for this, I know I'm gonna have to come in under budget for this. And I really think right now I'm budgeting $400 for groceries, but we are a family of 3, and I know we can get we can definitely get this $400 budget down. I know we can. And then if I have to, the pets don't get groomed every month. So if I have to, I will pull from some of these categories to figure out this month's budget. But we will come back to this at the end of the month and see what I did. My goal is to fill these boxes in. Like you know, I could sell things around the house, or I could, you know, pick up some side jobs. But my goal is to, two things is to increase this income and decrease some of these expenses, but we'll see. So right now, for debt and savings, so actually my debt, I do have my car loan, but it's already listed here. So for my debt, I have car loan, but that's already accounted for up here. And then by Chase, this is the card that I mentioned that I swipe, and then I want to just pay it off at the end of the month. So Chase credit card, I'll need to put something towards that. And then I do want to do like a Roth IRA. So I did have like a retirement plan with my previous job. Essentially how it worked was, if I had stayed for another 7 years, I would have retired with full benefits and a retirement income. But because I left, I basically walked away with whatever was put into my essentially their version of an IRA that I was contributing to. I just walked away with that. So it's not very much. So I do need to figure out my retirement. So I do want to start a Roth IRA. I believe it's like you can contribute up to $6,000 a year for your own personal Roth IRA. I need to do more research about that. If you have any insight, like if you have a Roth IRA, and you have any insight or any advice or anything like that, please leave it in the comments below. But I do need to do my research. Let's just say we have $110.99 left. The car loan is already accounted for up here, so I'm not gonna budget anything down here for that. Although I do wish I would, you know, I'd have enough left over to put extra towards the car loan. But for this month, we're not gonna account for that. And like I said before, I do prefer to pay off that credit card, like the full balance at the end of the month. But for now, let's just say I'm going to pay on the credit card $110.99. Or we can just say, yeah, I mean, you could just say $111, but let's just say $110.99 because that's what I have according to this budget. And then the Roth IRA, I'm, you know, unless I open something up in March, then I'm not gonna, or make more money this month, then I have nothing to put there either. So my total for debt and savings right now that I'm putting towards debt and savings is $110.99. Okay, so in this section, my total income that I'm budgeting for March is $21.03.59. My total fixed expenses that I'm budgeting for is $952.60. Total variable expenses $1,040. The leftover is going towards debt and savings, which right now is $110.99. That is a zero-based budget, so there is no plus or minus that I'm planning for, but this, when it comes to the actual, we'll see how this plays out. So this is a zero-based budget for now. Okay guys, so here we are with my budget with me for the month of March 2022. I think the more exciting part, we'll see two things actually this month. If I can fill these blocks in by the end of the month, maybe I can make something else, something extra this month. And if I can bring these down. Oh, one other thing I wanted to do, because I do want to start like cash envelopes and sinking funds. I really like the sinking funds idea, so I'm gonna do my cash envelopes, which is what I just take with me, you know, in my wallet. So cash envelopes, I want to do cash envelopes for definitely fuel, definitely groceries. Dining out would be a cash envelope. I would say Mila too. I would keep that in my wallet day-to-day, my day-to-day wallet. So I would say Mila as well. And I know I'm missing things, like especially for sinking funds. I know there's a billion other things I could do sinking funds. Like I would really love to do like a sinking fund for Christmas time, a sinking fund for like vacation. Like there's so many sinking funds. But obviously you see like I have nothing left to put into a sinking fund. But the goal is to, you know, that's the goal, you know, to save for all these sinking funds. So right now the sinking funds, pink will be my everyday cash envelopes, and then the green will be my sinking funds for now. Car maintenance, pets, and medical expenses are my sinking funds for now. So yeah, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much again for spending time with me today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.